the final case in this trilogy. So there are obviously games after this, but I think I'm honestly going to take a break for a little bit because there are other games I want to get to, and I feel like I have been playing Ace Attorney for months. Because I have. So yeah, this feels like a big culmination just because, like, it's my first time through a bunch of these games, and what I understand, a culmination of a trilogy I haven't seen anything of. Then I'm sure you won't get spoiled on anything at all. Yeah, like, there are more games, but, like, I think I'm gonna sit on it for a little bit. Because I heard there are a few that are gonna get, or there's rumors that some are gonna get localized. And I know there's a couple on, like, Android devices, so, like, it's accessible, but again, I feel like I want a break, but I also want to go through a specific series very soon, because the point at which I will be exposed to spoilers for said game is fast approaching, and given how much people like that series, I want to try and make sure I get to it soon. So, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get started because I'm a bit late. Bridge to turnabout. Yeah, that's the one. That is the one, right? Yes. Promise I won't spoil KH. Haha. Shichishito. The treasured Korean village heirloom, whose name means seven-branched sword. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches appear to be infinite, the choices limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed, the illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. Okay. Hey, Nick. Oh my god, choking on the first line. Good job, me. Oh, phone's also being annoying. There you go. Go sit in the corner. Yeah, what is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers, unlike you? Wow, way to rub it in. Sure, you are a spirit medium after all. Just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so, yeah. Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Oh no. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? I think I recognize a face in that fucking magazine. It's the New Year's issue of, oh, Cult, Winter Spiritual Location Special. Oh. Pals look so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. I'll say. Sounds more like a scam to me. It's in a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains. I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for training. Now, I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. Oh, this is gonna be up near that fucking bridge, isn't it? It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us. Yeah, and I signed up for the special course. That's nice. And the timing couldn't be better, since we don't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty then, it's settled. Oh, come on, don't just stand there. Start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old. Which is very fair. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. Yeah, Maya is very cute. Did you look into the Diego stuff? I did look back at the first episode. That's all I have to say on the matter. The only thing I can channel is a TV. That's a good line. So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple? No, you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way! How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the? Oh, here it goes. What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. Oh boy. This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl. It's... My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Hazakura Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! It's the nice lady. Yeah, it's just perfectly fine. Yay, isn't that great, Burley? Yes. Oh, thank you, Mr. Nick. You do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? Cult. New Year's issue received from Pearls. An occult magazine featuring Hazakura Temple. Dahlia Hawthorne. I knew there was no way she could possibly be at that temple, but I just had to be... I had to see for myself who this nun really was. What if someone is channeling Dahlia? Translation quirk? Oh yeah, no. It happens. Like, I think it was the second game that had a few more than the others, but like, yeah, it's just a misspelling. It's a nice lady. Why am I feeling with a feeling of dread? Yeah, that's the despair kicking in. It's so cold here, Nick. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change. Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Shoot! Teeth are chattering so loudly, it's all I can do to make out what she's saying. Wow, Mystic Maya, so this is the famous Hazakura Temple? Pearly? Well. Oh. Well, how nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Oh, my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold. What's with the past tense? We're freezing into human popsicle. Well, we are high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think Oh, yes, I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini. Because of course it is. Bikini? That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition. It's a tradition to have one. I wanted something that has a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. There's like a, there's a gay joke in here somewhere, and I honestly can't think of it, but, I mean... It certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your special course. Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those who channel. Or you channel. Reckless? Wahaha. Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all that trouble to get reservations for... Yes, that's right. You've come all this way, so please enjoy yourselves. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? So what's a channeling dojo, anyway? Oh, my, you don't even know that. Forgive him, sister, for he knows not what he is saying. Oh, that's a pull. Damn. Wait, no, that is a Bible reference, isn't it? I'm not, like... They know not what they do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a Passion thing. Or a thing from the Passion. Didn't think I'd be talking about Jesus today, but here we go. It is Bible. Yeah, I thought so. Well, just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. You have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items... Ah, that's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seems to envelop you. Wow, she must have just gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. Phoenix, you are literally standing next to two people who have channeled your dead friend from years ago and constantly do this? You also literally have visions from her. What? Excuse me? So what exactly is the... You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell. 30,000 times, all while being snowed in freezing cold spirit water. Eh? It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of the year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia, or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? How am I supposed to be careful? Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. The other nun. Sister, about this picture. Well, look at that. I must say, I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, hold on. Is Dahlia dead? She either has the same uniform or someone is channeling her. Oh, yeah. Why? Because... Well, that's an option, right? So, that's either Dahlia, who is wearing the nun's uniform, or... she's actually being channeled. Now, of course, there is a woman that looks remarkably like Bikini to the left. Not... Well... okay, Greg. I appreciate that, like, you're enthusiastic about this. Please do not actually try and guide me to an answer with this. I'm just speculating, okay? Like, you're not, like, explicitly talking about spoilers or anything like that, so, like... And if you want to just kind of be, like, reacting to that, They already changed someone's sprite in this game. I won't. They already changed someone's sprite in this game? Okay. But, yeah, just... I get it, but, like, whenever... Like, if I'm speculating or, like, jumping to conclusions, just let me go. Don't try and rein me in, because, honestly, it's funnier if I fall flat on my face when those things are called out to be as stupid as they are. Oh, yeah. Unforgettable in every way. Phoenix, don't be rude. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris. You're the cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? They also give each other names, so of course she wouldn't actually be referring to this person by their true name. No, we're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really? That just sounds like fun. Sorry to cut in, but... This Iris... Where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? Pearls, stop. No, that's not what I had in mind at all. Yeah, anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. Inner temple? Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? So she's in the inner temple, huh? Oh look, it's one of those snow motorcycle things. Most people call that a snowmobile, you know. A snow motorcycle thing, snow blow meal, same thing. Snow blow meal. Oh, Maya. Just I thought you would mention that she's supposed to be in jail, not that she's dead. Well, yeah, that's fair. Well, but that's why I'm like, well, yeah, sorry. The thing I leapt to immediately was like, oh, well, I mean, Phoenix points out that like, oh yeah, she's meant to be in jail. I'm like, yeah, that is Dahlia. That does look like Dahlia Hawthorne, and the obvious answer is that that is her. What are other answers? She could be being channeled. Someone looks exactly like her. Well, I mean, her sister doesn't even look like her. So, like, it's a bit of a long shot. And when I saw the matching uniform, I was like, maybe? But, yeah. Too bad we didn't invite Desiree. I bet she could race like the wind on this snowmobile. Or maybe she'd give me a ride on this blow snowmobile. Ah, I told you it's snowmobile! Wait a second, did she really give a variant for that every time? Snowblowmobile. Slowmobile. Sorry, I said snowmobile correctly. God damn it, Maya. Looks like the main hall where we'll be staying tonight. From here, it looks like one of those ice hostels you hear about. They gotta have a heater or something in there, don't you think? I don't want to die. I'm not worried. I brought my hot water bottle. Did you bring one for me? What are you talking about, Nick? Who carries around 2 hot water bottles? If the cold doesn't kill me, the Ice Queen over here will finish the job. Okay, a little rude, but... What do you think, Nick? Pretty awesome gate, huh? Sure is. Looks pretty well maintained, too. This thing kind of puts your hometown to shame, Maya. She's a nun after all. Yeah, but, like, Listen, my brain went, no, that's channeling. Or could be a channeling. I mean, I don't know for sure at the moment. Anything is possible. Rude. Yeah, well, a lot of things have happened in Kurain Village. We used to be a lot richer, but back when people hired us to perform channelings. Oh, I see. But now the place looks a bit run down. Guess I was just born in the wrong time. Alright, let's move on. Wow, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. Yeah, look at that big canyon below us. Yeah, there's a river down there. It looks like it's flowing really fast. Okay, that was really cute. Something I really adore about games that use, like, limited sprites is when they get really creative with it. Like, like, when, in Danganronpa 2, Ibuki's sprites have a lot of pointing, or, like, has a specific sprite that points to the left. Or to her right. The left to her right. And during debates, she'll, like, in the middle of conversation, if she's actually standing to the left of someone who she's talking to, she might be like, hey, it's this guy, and it gets me every fucking time. And they just use, like, Maya's, like, standing next to you or beside you during court sprite to just kind of go, look, in that direction is the river. Just check that guy's Twitch, and he has 20k followers. Okay, that's cool. Isn't that a little rude? No, don't worry about it. Hey, there's a river down there. Looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong, Nick? Looks like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Oh, hey, I've got it. Maybe you should face your fear and try hurling yourself off the edge. You know, 1, 2, 3, jump! It might be just what you need to get over your fear of heights. Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias, alright? Anyway, sure looks like a rickety bridge. Can't argue there. It's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge. Well, it's practically the same thing. It's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. The sign here is old. Text seems to have vanished. The path leads to a wooden staircase that goes down to the bottom of the canyon. Okay, alright, wooden staircase on it then. Do you really think that is necessary? You have to be blind not to see the stairs. Can't hurt, just pass me a pencil, okay? Graffiti is a crime, Maya. Let Maya commit petty crimes. Can't believe there's a public phone here. Who would ever use it? Well, the people who live here, I guess. Don't they have any real phones here? Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. Would have been smarter of them to build the main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya. Okay, again, rude. Graffiti is a cool crime. Some letters are engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Dusty Bridge, huh? It says Dusky Bridge, okay? Oh, come on, Nick. Take a look at that bridge and tell me it's not supposed to be dusty. That sign is obviously wrong. I'm gonna fix it. And give me a pencil, Nick. Do I look like I have a pencil Do I look like a pencil holder to you? Come on, Nick. Why don't we hop across the bridge? It'll be fun. I'm not so sure. Looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it. Okay, Nick, then let's try to find a cute, fluffy little bunny and test your theory. That right there sums up the fundamental difference between sane and insane. Might be a bit far, Phoenix. Looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. Guess that's where I'll be training tonight. Do you want to train with me, Nick? And do the special course? I think not. But it'd be so great if you had spiritual powers too. Really? I see dead people sounds more like a course for alarm to me. Phoenix, that regularly happens to you. What are you talking about? This is the main hall. I think it's even colder in here. Ah, Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for dinner. Pot roast. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum. Weird. They would serve something a little more, well, traditional. I only know this is the lawyer game. I had no idea there was supernatural stuff. Yeah, well. Neither did I. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Mr. Bai's right. Ooh, I hope there's mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. What a cute little acolyte. Oh! Greetings to all of you. Oh, hello. Wow, this lady makes Maya look like it. Phoenix! Like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Your outfit? Did you come here for the special course too? Unfortunately, no. Actually, I'm... You're Miss Elise... Fucking 14, don't fail me now. Dunin? I think the X is silent there. If it's, like, rooted in French. Yes, that's right. You know of me? My name is Pearl Faye. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now. Svari, do not channel that man in this room, Phoenix. How dare you? A fortune teller? I've got all your books, Miss, Duanim? Oh, what is a sweet thing to say. And please, call me Elise. Books? Miss Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is? Well, an author, maybe? Yes, and an illustrator. Of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it. That's just dumb lawyers and ghosts together. Wow, something about that sentence just like... That's just dumb lawyers and ghosts together are common. No, apparently. At me for the win. Slimy motherfucker. I'm sorry I didn't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. That's alright. I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. It makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady. Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I'd written to a publisher. They liked it so much that they asked if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow, must have been a really great story. I also know that Phoenix Wright is a pretty low-tier character in MVC 3U, which is clearly relevant to this series. Yes, absolutely. 100%. And in much the same way as the fighting game, we have to collect a lot of evidence before we start dealing damage. Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently, I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Larice Dumin. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Larice's behalf as well. I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise. Anything for you. Why did you come to Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow, I can't wait to read it. Alice is completely taken with her. I wanted to do a book with a more Japanese feel to it this time. So is that why you're dressed like you are? The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's a really sweet lady. Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal sphere? It's real amethyst, you know. Holy shit. Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, you'll have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, yes, I want to help with whatever I can. Pearl looks like she just won the lottery. Ooh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes. Please take this. I think it will be of help to you. It is the same bridge. Oh boy. I'm sure this won't come up at all. We've got this case downloaded. That objection was so meaty. Do not. It's a map of the area. We wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we? The inner temple. There it is. On the other side of the bridge. Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take this chance to go check out the other temple. That's a great temple. Yep. Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Come on, Nick. Let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving. Quick examine around. There are straw... Oh, there are straw zabuton cushions arranged around hibachi brazier. I haven't seen a layout like this since I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. If it wasn't for this hibachi, they'd probably freeze to death. It's an altar. It's a bit old, but someone does a good job of taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Korean Village last year. I guess they really do have something to do with spiritual power after all. Oh, is that the whole thing? It's a gigantic... Yeah, it's a laughably large Magatama on the altar. I can see Psyche locks with the tiny Magatama I've got. I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under his hood. I bet the writing on these sliding doors are instructions for spirit channeling. Kind of like how we scribbled math formulas on the bathroom walls to remember them. Except we couldn't go to the bathroom during tests. And I can't read these walls. Alright. Nice bridge. Yeah, that's... Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go? I guess she went to the inner temple to go help that other nun out. Oh, right. I think her name is Iris? Yeah, that was it. I want to find out who Iris really is, but I'm scared of what I'll find out. Yeah, it's, Whoa. That bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake. At least half of the wood on that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention the last part only had like one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock that we made it safely across that death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised too. Slide to the right. Yikes, that temple is in bad shape. Looks like it could collapse at any minute, any time. I guess people don't use it too often. Is this really where you're going to train tonight? That has to be it. It's kind of creepy around here. Like a ghost might jump out at you or something. As a spirit medium afraid of ghosts? Isn't it ironic, don't you think? It's like rain. Looks like there's something written on it. I can't read it, but if I had to take a good guess, I'd say it says in the temple. What's the point of a sign if you can't read it? Must be tough for the mailman when he's delivering here. I guess the sign is a good indication of how long this place has been here. Hey, half-open gate. That's practically a welcome mat. Yeah, except the sign on here says no entry. Nick? Rules are made to be broken, you know. You expect a lawyer to go along with that? Oh, come on. You're such an old lady sometimes. Let's just go. Don't blame it on me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you. Now you got me scared. Let's just forget about it, okay? So that's in a temple up ahead, huh? Looks kind of run down. Well, it wouldn't be very temple-like if it was all bright and shiny. So you're training here tonight, huh? Yep. Then everyone will see my spiritual powers. Sounds like your stomach wants to show off its digestive powers instead. I wonder if that roast is ready yet. Poor Maya. Feed the poor woman. Slide back over here. That looks important. Looks like the bridge is suspended by 4 of these wires. They're really thin. Shouldn't they be just a little thicker? Oh, stop it. You're such a worrywart, Nick. If the bridge were really going to collapse, I'm pretty sure the boards would have break before these wires ever did. What's wrong? You're turning into an overripe avocado again. Yeah, I wonder why. Oh, wow. Look at these neat Buddha statues. Maybe I'll take one home with me. Maya! But there are so many. They wouldn't notice if I took just one. Are you kidding? Of course they'll notice. What are you going to do with one of those anyway? Put it in the office, of course. You can trade that wooden statue in the office reception area for one of these. You know, come to think of it, where did that wooden statue come from anyway? I don't actually remember what they're talking about. Hey! There's a giant robot buried in the snow! Well, there's something buried in the snow, but I think it's an incinerator. Oh. You gotta admit, it looks a lot like a robot. Sure. Anyway, I don't think it gets used much. It's looking pretty rusty. Hey, Nick, do you think this giant robot incinerator can walk? I told you, it's not a robot. It's not especially big, either. You have no imagination. That would be real neat if you had to beat it to advance. Fight between a lawyer and an overgrown furnace. Who'd ever pay to see that? But, okay, how much you pay me? I don't want to cross that bridge again. No worries, Nick. No one is offering you any money. It's because no reasonable person would call that pile of popsicle sticks a bridge. The latter half of it was nothing more than a few planks of wood and some string. Hey, if we want to get back, we've got no choice but to cross it again, you know? Maybe I'll just stay. I always dreamed of living in a little shack in the woods. Wow, you really are scared, aren't you? Anything else? No. Okay. I guess we're gonna go into the train. Really? Man, look at this place. It's just a tiny, freezing cold room. So this is where you'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean, both? I'm the only one. Really? But I thought... Pearlie's just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intense training. So says the girl who I can barely hear over her teeth chattering. Anyway, the real training room must be behind that door over there. Yep. Definitely getting the feeling it's back there. Even I can sense that there's something supernatural about the cabin behind that door. You don't have the same eyes. Or hair. Excuse me, but who are you? Ah! You're... Hi there. We're just looking around since we're going to be staying here tonight. Is something wrong? No. It's nothing. I wonder why she spaced out like that. Don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Maya? Not you too, Nick. My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some, chores to attend to. Here's a black and white photo. Definitely had, like, muted brown hair and different eyes to Dahlia, but kind of love Maya. She's great. Yeah, she's a gremlin, and it's amazing. So I'm getting Cell vibes from the back of that room. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot. Could you be serving a sentence here? No, I don't think so. She was put away for a lot. Um, like if the plain facts are to be believed as we understand them, she is responsible for 3 murders. Like directly responsible for 3 murders. So yeah, her eyes weren't different. I beg to differ. They were subtly different. Like, do we have the profiles of? Yeah, so it's kind of hard to see, but the 3 murders and at least 1 attempt. Yes. Wait, shit. Hold on a second. British dude, the guy on the... Oh, no, that is right. I was about to say 4 and 1 attempt, but no, one of them killed themselves. Which... she's got a rap sheet. Let's just say. So I don't know how clear you can actually see it, but Dahlia's eyes had a pattern far more similar to Elise than to Iris. Dahlia's eyes had like these black sort of lines through the iris. Wait, I am thinking of the right part. Let's agree on 4. Yeah, sure. Close enough. Hang on a second. Iris is the part of your eye with a color, right? Yes. Okay. That It could be just a sprite. No, I don't know. I don't know about that. We've had Dahlia's profile in this thing before, and her eyes definitely did not look at that. But like the most stark difference is her hair. Like you could see it kind of peeking out from her robes too. It's like much more like a grayer brown than like the vibrant sort of auburn that Dahlia's was. I don't know. Like the way she reacted, it feels like I'm being given like, oh, she remembers, it might actually be her, when it might not actually be. But yeah, it really seemed like she didn't want to see you either. Yeah. Her sister had black hair though. Maybe she painted it red. Well, what? Okay, yes, that's possible. What I'm saying is that... Sorry, what I'm talking about here is not statements of speculation. This is just the facts, right? Iris's eyes do not match Dahlia's. Her hair does not match Dahlia either. That does not mean that she is not Dahlia. But the fact that I'm being directed to think that it is Dahlia makes me think that it is not actually Dahlia. Or may not actually be Dahlia. No, it's all good. I realized that I probably wasn't being as clear as I could have been just then. Because I tend to wildly speculate a fair bit, so it can actually be weird. It can actually be hard to distinguish when I'm just going, okay, what am I literally looking at, as opposed to what do I think is actually going on? Double switcheroo? Who knows? I'd be very surprised if this, like, now that I've kind of met her, unless, Like, we seem to have surprised her, so I would very much doubt that this person is just, like, constantly channeling someone. So, like, this makes me think that Dahlia is not at... Like, I could probably rule out the idea that Dahlia is dead, but... Yeah. Well, she seemed to know Phoenix. Is he, like, a publicly known person? He is. He actually is. So it could be that Phoenix thinks that she looks a lot like Dahlia, so he's kind of like, oh god. And she is reacting to seeing Phoenix, not necessarily because she is Dahlia. Could be a lot of reasons that she reacted to Phoenix like that. Anyway, getting a bit off track. She sure is beautiful. A bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Nick? That girl. It can't be, but... A hanging scroll. Doesn't look like that at all either. What is it? Why did you scream like that? This scroll. It's my mother. Oh. What? It's Misty Faye, master of the Korean School of Channeling. Are you sure? Yes. That crest at the top of the scroll. That's the special mark of the master of our tradition. So that's what the mark means. What is it? Nothing. It's just that... I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. My own mother. I can't even recognize her face. Aya. Well then. Oh, got more to say about that? It's a hanging wall scroll showing Maya's mother, Misty Faye. It's not that old. That crest at the top is the official mark of the master. I wonder if this temple has some sort of connection to the Faye family. I think it does, actually. Supposedly, it was founded by a branch family member of the Korean school. I'll have to ask Bikini in more detail when I get the chance. About Maya and the Faye family in general. The actual training area must be on the other side of this door. Wonder what it's like. Phooey, it's locked. Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me. I can't. You've been kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you, Nick? Svari. I know what it is. I-R-I-S. Iris Nix. Oh, Maya, that is not the joke to pull in this situation. Jesus. Well, she seemed to know Phoenix. Oh, yeah. Could I get, like, a super cliff notes on Maya and Phoenix's relation? Sure. So they met on the day that Maya's sister was murdered, and she was suspected of killing her. Phoenix defended Maya in court, and has defended her in court twice now, on charges of murder that were not her. And since then, they've basically been a tag team for Phoenix's business. She's more or less his assistant. Nice, keep it up, Maya. Yeah, that's... Oh, if only you knew, Maya. Iris and Nick sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Like, there is something that'll probably come up later, and it's kind of come up a little bit before in this stream. But Pearls really pushes like Maya and Phoenix together. But like, I get the distinct impression that they feel a lot more like they have a brother and sister relationship sort of thing, almost like I mean, Maya probably doesn't treat Phoenix the same way she treats Mia, her older sister, but like, yeah, it feels more like a sibling sort of relationship. And like, one of the things I don't really like about this game is how much it uses Pearls to kind of like joke around about Maya and Phoenix getting together or being a couple. like, they explained it in this game that, like, oh, Pearls is actually, like, really kind of bad attachment issues, so, like, and given where she grew up, a lot of men end up leaving their partners because the Korean village is very much run by women. I wish I could remember more details about that. But suffice it to say, the culture of the village just isn't that welcoming to men. Well, sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And because it's so remote, people end up leaving. So Pearls has, like, really awful issues about that. But it does that at the beginning of this game to kind of explain what's been happening with Pearls and why she keeps pushing Maya and Phoenix together. And immediately after it explains that, it doubles down on it, like triples down on it so much, and it's honestly kind of frustrating. Hell yeah, I want to move there. Well, if you have spiritual power, you'll fit right in. Look at this antique dresser. I wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Let's have a look. Nothing. Just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Oh? About Iris, I bet. Looks like you've been bitten by the love bug, Nick. There are a bunch of musty-looking blankets and bedding sets piled up here. Oh, yeah, also newest girl, for reference. Phoenix and Dahlia used to date. And Dahlia tried to pin one of her murders on Phoenix. So, yeah. Yeah. Which is why, like, Maya going like, ha ha ha, Phoenix likes Iris is kind of like, oof. There are a bunch of musty-looking blankets and bedding sets piled up here. One of is their key. Wonder why they've even, wonder why they're even here in the first place. Because all spiritual training is done under the supervision of a nun. I wonder if Sister Bikini is planning to sleep in here while I train. But if they sleep, what's the point of having them here in the first place? Alright, I guess we're leaving. Yeah, managed to make it across the dusty bridge. Nick, you look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey you, wait up! I think he's yelling at us. He must be. There's no one else around. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. Larry? Hey, I know you. You're... Whoa, sorry, gotta run. See ya. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, nice to meet you. Oh no! Larry, no! Oh god! He's doing it again! Oh no! Oh, you... Ah... Larry? Okay. God, this is going to be a good test of my memory, having Newest Guild here and having to explain what's going on. I'll explain a little bit more if it doesn't touch on it, but... nice to meet you. I'm Larice... Okay, I fully believe that Larry would actually pronounce the X in this name. I'm Larice Dukesman. Nim. Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the buds. Shut up! I'm Larice. I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So, really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else. So what are you doing with the last name Dunim? Well, I wanted to start over again with a clean slate. Oh. A clean slate? You remember, don't you? Last time? The Master Mask case? Oh, the Master Mask case. After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. That's when I came across it. The Book of Destiny. The Book of Destiny? Do you mean The Magic Bottle by Miss Elise Dunim? So beautiful. Oh, Duke's Nim. So moving. So gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Maybe I should buy a copy of The Magic Bottle. He's like Phoenix's friend, yeah? Childhood friend, yeah. I watched a lawyer play the first game on like a BuzzFeed video, and he was the first case. Yeah, that's exactly it. He was accused of murdering his then girlfriend, or actually I don't know. I can't remember if she was an ex or not at that point. That case is so long ago. Yeah. Wow, Larry would make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now, too. She's the most wonderful person I've ever met. I'd follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady. You see? You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. Larry? Wow, that's a beautiful photo. You want a copy, don't you? It's okay, I just happen to have... Larry. I've met extra prints. It's happening again. Good. Great. Love that. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. Just tell the truth. You must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? I'm listening. What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Larry, oh my god. Talk about a bad case of denial. Thank you, Maya. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't about technical skill, you know? It's also about having a pure heart. And that's why I'm asking. Can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Now that you mention it, I wonder. Looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. Yeah, it's true. I do. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended, and something else began. Oh, Larry. Sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Elise Dunim. No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's... Oh, great. It's the other girl. Other girl? Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Ooh, yeah, her, my little Iris. Wait, but you made pictures of fucking Elise? Larry, what the fuck? Like, I kind of get he's, like, in awe of her, and it might actually be a little different, but... to be honest, he deserves that fate, yeah. I hope it would have been Bikini. Yeah, that would have been nice, honestly. Bikini's a nice lady. I don't think she should be subjected to Larry's leering mass creep. Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, and then fucking typically falls on the, well, I can't trust women anymore. It's like, Larry. Oh, no ability to self-reflect at all. This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. Phoenix starts just sweating bullets in the middle of the fucking snow. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Yeah, you always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a sec. Didn't you say you were swearing off women? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. I have, basically, but But Iris is different. I feel like I still have one chance left at the dream. This guy will never change. Everyone! Hey, Pearly! Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright, can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm gonna go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look at where Mystic Maya is going to be training. Okay, but... Oh, I thought she was going to fade out. Sure he wants to draw her like one of those French girls. Okay, like, Larry's kind of a creep, but I feel like he's not that creep. Like, he's... I don't know how to describe it. Like, he's definitely creepy, but it's not in a way that's, like, explicit. Like, he gets obsessive. He doesn't get, like... Yeah, that's probably the distinction I'd make. He gets very obsessive. I don't think he really goes into the area of, like, being, like, more or less a kind of... trying to think of the right word. It's fucking escaping me. He's not trying to hurt people. Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's arguable whether people think that's actually hurting... people who do that actually think they're hurting anyone in the process. But that's a discussion not for this stream. What I'm getting at more is that he's not the sort of person who would, like, try and, like, upskirt people. He's just the kind of person who would, like, obsess over a woman, like, what feels like genuinely politics in a legal game. Well, the reason I say I don't want to kind of get into that is because that's clearly not what this game is sort of commenting on or making any observations about, and I think it's not... yeah, I've lost it. Basically, yeah, I don't get that specific vibe from him, but he's definitely under the umbrella of creep. And that has some unfortunate implications. Yeah, I just wanted to do the thing, but I'm following you. Yeah. Boy, am I stuffed. Sure it's alright to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is the battle of endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. No pain, no gain, I guess. I'm so worried about you. Well, let's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. You must get ready for tonight. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 o'clock for lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini. And then, after you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Maya and Bikini really seem excited about this training thing tonight. Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Well, if you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well, then, would you like to practice reading with me? Ah, I'd love to. I was absolutely smitten with Miss Dunim. So, Larry, what are you going to do? Huh? Me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. Can't stand the cold at all. I totally hear you there. Miss Elise? So, for example, how do you read this? It says, gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Oh, okay. What about this word? That's another tough one. It says, roast. What kind of book is she reading anyway? Well, I'm gonna go wash the dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Well, not much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. So a little under a quarter of an... Oh, 3/4 of an hour before the bell is supposed to ring. Ugh. It's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Ugh. Why couldn't the nearest bathroom be just a little closer to my room? Mr. Wright? Yeah! I thought so. Oh, Mr. Nim. You going to use the bathroom too? No, but... Have you seen Pearl? No, not since after dinner. I thought she said she was going to go to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm going to go look for her. Excuse me. Celeste Nim. A woman as mysterious in her origin as her last name. But... really mysterious one is... Oh! Ah! Sister Iris. Good evening. The really mysterious one is this girl. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? I can't let this chance pass me by. I should try to talk with her, maybe get some answers. There are the eyes. See, like... Okay, maybe I actually have a comparison now. Shit, it changed. Damn it. But... like, you can see that, like, her eyes are kind of, like, has this, like, little sketchy thing in the middle of them. And... like, yeah, the iris is kind of... See? Well, okay. So, again, Greg... yeah, again, like, I don't want the kind of guidance, alright? Like, I understand that you're kind of just like, oh, maybe it's the sprite, like, but it clearly was just the sprite, so, like... yeah. Actually, hold on a sec. Like, yeah, I just... yeah. I want to avoid trying to be directed to answers as much as I can, and I understand this is like the really lightest way of doing it, but because that was already on my mind, the second it happened, it clicked that I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's the actual answer then. I probably would have reached that. I would have reached that anyway, but yeah, regardless. But yeah, this is the thing I was pointing out. Like, you can see that there's kind of these like lines through her iris, whereas before they weren't there. So I was like, okay, different hair, different eyes. No, those are the same eyes. Your sister, Iris, right? Yes. So, when did you come to Hazakura Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. So you've never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. Ah, I see. But didn't you go to college? Maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department? No, I never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and a cell phone, too. It's not exactly something worth bragging about, but I don't see any psychic locks. So I guess that means she's not lying. Please don't stare at me like that. Maybe because someone killed their family. Gonna try to quiet down. Twins separated at birth trope? Potentially. Sorry, I'm gonna read through this one more time. Sister Iris, yep. When did you come? I remember ever since I was a small child. It's probably younger than what I'm thinking. What kind of place is this, anyway? I heard it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that. It must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you. Well, I have to admit, it's a whole different world up here. I'm glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with dead people. Who does it help anyway? I hate it. Really? So why stay in a place like this? Ah! Is something wrong? I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out. I guess it's almost 10 o'clock now, huh? Mr. Wright? Yes? If it's alright with you, I would like you to have this. But this is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of those too. These two. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. Magical hood said to offer protection from evil spirits. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. Wait a minute, Sister Iris. Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said Mr. Wright. How did you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris, please tell me the truth. You and I, have we ever met before? Our eyes changed again. That's a lot of locks. Iris? Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow? Huh. Now I'm actually really confused. I don't know how to take that whole eye thing now. That was worded very specifically, planting evidence again, Iris. That was unsettling. You should cosplay Spirit Hood Phoenix. No, I'm good. I actually really don't know how to interpret that sprite thing now. Because, like, the choice to kind of line her iris like that seems like a pretty deliberate one, but when she was, like, looking directly at you, when she's looking directly at Phoenix, her eyes, that kind of was lost, and it wasn't there with the hood either. That's weird. That's, like, such a striking thing about Dahlia's character in particular. Or one of the striking things about Dahlia in particular. It's just this, like... shading, maybe? Maybe? Oh, yeah, maybe. And it's part of the upscaling that, like, it looks like it looks like lines instead of, like, a more pixelated kind of darkening of that. Yeah, maybe that's... that would actually make a lot of sense now that I think about it. Go on, newest girl, let's hear it. So my hunch was correct. She does know me. I'll have to try to talk with her again tomorrow. What the? That blood-curdling scream came from the courtyard. Oh. Fuck. Dahlia died in prison and her trophy separated her birth twin is channeling her. Again, I won't go there, but it's probably just a sprite. That scream. I'm sure it came from around here. Ah! Someone's there. On the ground. Oh, God. Miss Dunim! Squish? I just stepped on something soft. Hey! Don't step on my tummy like that! What are you doing lying around in the snow? I was passed out. What do you think? Is that blood-curdling scream was you? Forget about that. Hurry up and call the police. Is there even a phone in the main hall? No, but but we will still get reception up here in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you, right? didn't bring that. Oh, you're useless. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. You've got no choice. You'll have to use the public phone by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run as fast as you can. Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will... Iris will what? Excuse me? It's further than I thought. That bridge is just up ahead. I have to go tell Maya what happened too. Ah! Dusky Bridge. It's burning down. Dusky Bridge is burning down? Burning down. What the heck happened? What are you doing here? Larry, what the fuck? Ah! Huh? What is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Larice. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. Phoenix, what the fuck are you doing? The bridge is on fire. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakura Temple. What? The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya is safe. But please, call the police. I've got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. It's too dangerous. Nick, wait. Is he actually gonna cross it? Must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Nick! Weakened even more by the fire, the rickety old bridge's planks snapped and gave way. And as I was swallowed by the eternal darkness that surrounded me, a final terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of that harrowing night. That's why he's in the hospital bed in that last case. Okay. That was certainly an investigation. Who could that be this time of night? Yes, Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Larice. Larice Tunim. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. Just roll over it. Wait! Don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a really nasty spill! Wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking! His life is in danger! What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris. My beautiful Iris. She needs help. Alright. I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry! The detention center? It's been 1 year since I left that country. Thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. Are we Edgeworth now? So this is a day later as well. You're late, Edgy! What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. God damn, Edgeworth, I knew you were money, but I didn't think you were that money. Damn. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise. And Nick is... Maya... and Iris's bikini... Huh? Say something, Edgy! Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Dunim. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing a bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yeah, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her. My sweetie little Iris. I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? The things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. And this is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other... couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I'm begging you, Iris's trial starts tomorrow. Oh my god, we are Edgeworth for this case. Edgeworth and Phoenix like friendly rivals. Yeah, that's probably the best description. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? What do you think I called you here anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. That's very true. That is very, very true. Newest girl for reference. Let's pull up a picture. So, in the case before last, someone impersonated Phoenix and used a, like, paper badge to, fool people into thinking he was a lawyer. He did actually dress, like, in a blue suit like Phoenix. If, hang on a second, I need to make sure this opens the right tab. Yep, there we go. So yeah, like, apparently, a paper badge and a suit that looked like Phoenix made everyone think that this man was Phoenix. So yeah, paper badge works. Paper badge should work. Everyone would accept that he's just a defendant, a lawyer. That's all you need. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy, at least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Loree said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Oh, you moron. How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. He's got some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman... I feel like I've met her before. Oh yeah, so... In the previous case, which was a flashback case, we saw the case where Dahlia essentially caused someone to take their own life in the middle of court while on the stand. And Edgeworth was Edgeworth was the prosecutor of that case. So, yeah, that's a thing. Ooh. That's new music. My friend since grade school fell from Dusky Bridge and is currently hospitalized. The victim of this incident, a picture book author, Larry's teacher, my friend since grade school. I don't remember how we became friends, though. Homicide detective at the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. The defendant, a nun from Hazakura Temple. I know I've seen her before. Somewhere before. And do we have anything new? Oh, right. Received from Wright. He wasn't serious when he gave this to me, was he? Received from Wright. Something about reading people's hearts? What utter nonsense. I recommend presenting everything because the responses are different. Okay. Oh, so Edgeworth knew Phoenix and Larry in school too. Yeah. Yeah, newest girl, I really don't, like, there is so much that you don't have, like, context for coming into this, and it's probably going to take me too long to, like, regale it, but yeah, like, Phoenix more or less became a lawyer because of Larry and Edgeworth, and how he knew them in school. Well, he's one of the reasons he became a lawyer, anyway. Pardon me, Iris. I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple, then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train, to purify my soul. I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10 o'clock. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then? And then... I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story. I know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder? Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? Suddenly Edgeworth's like, ugh! There it is. What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry. It's nothing. Looks like she's not aware of them herself. This must be what Wright was talking about. The psycho locks. I believe he said that I needed to present this Magatama item to do something. So, do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes. Spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Psycho locks. That's a different answer than what she told Phoenix. Yeah, I guess because Phoenix is... like, she just straight up deflected from Edgeworth, and I can believe that because Edgeworth is, like, has a lot more presence and has a lot more of a very firm and, like, intimidating presence, whereas Phoenix feels a lot more personable. I can absolutely believe that. Psycho Lock's good band name or bad band name? It's a bit on the nose, honestly, in my opinion. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I'm certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, Answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Dunim? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Psycho-lock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. Here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all that you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. But me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I had one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? That's a loaded question. He is a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's what I thought it was best he... That's why I thought it was best he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. Until he learns the truth, I don't think he ever will be able to truly recover. I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you on acquittal. An acquittal. Oh, am I really gonna... Fucking shit. I didn't get to present anything. Oh well. So much for that. Deceive is a word to describe it. Yeah. So yeah, present things because you might miss interesting things. Yeah, damn. I mean, I guess I could reload and just speed through that because we did just kind of... Probably wouldn't take long, actually. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do that. Yes, I know what's going on, Larry. Shut up. Just let me do my job. Or the job that has been foisted upon me, anyway. You can still present... Stop. No? Oh, well, too late. Yeah, fuck it. I might as well just present it now. Who is the woman on this hanging scroll? Well, I don't know the details, but... I've heard she's the master of the Korean channeling technique. Master? Yes. Mystic Misty. She was a great spirit medium. That's what I've heard. I also heard that she went missing over 15 years ago. Spirit mediums. There's no such thing anyway. Mr. Edgeworth? I know all about them. They're nothing but frauds. She doesn't know anything about it, of course. But there was a time, 17 years ago, when I met the master myself. The badge actually works for a change. Really? Is that an attorney's badge? Yes, this belongs to Wright. Really? I'm actually a prosecutor. Oh. Then why do you have a defense attorney's badge pinned on your lapel? Well, you see, I borrowed it. That's called a demon warding hood. I gave that to Mr. Wright last night. He was wearing this when I saw him at the hospital today. It's an important item for protecting acolytes from evil spirits. If it's so important, then why did you give it to him? Last night, I felt something. I felt that something terrible was about to happen. I didn't want Mr. Wright to fall into its grip. Well, he wound up falling into something much deeper and colder. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, though. Thank God for inner monologue. Sorry, I don't leave the temple grounds very often, so I don't know very much about the outside world. I was against the idea of our temple appearing in that magazine. I was afraid that this type of tragedy might occur. In that case, why did you allow them to run an article about you? It was Sister Bikini. She's actually rather fond of attention. Surprisingly so. She certainly does look rather happy in this photo. That's Mystique Elise Dunim. She's a picture book author, so I've heard. Did she come to Hazakura Temple often? No, this was her first time. It's just that... She's a very important visitor. Is that so? Yes, Sister Bikini told me. Be certain not to offend her. The victim, Miss Elise Dunim. The prosecutor's office still doesn't have much information about her, it seems. Can I present profiles of people? Yeah, I guess I can. This is probably the exact same thing. Mr. Wright, how bad is his cold? Well, his fever is very high, and as a result, he's rather confused. He's worried about Maya, who's still trapped in the inner temple. Excuse me? He's quite worried about you as well, it seems. Really? Yes. Naturally, once he recovers, I'll pass the baton back to him. No, don't. I'm sure that Mr. Wright wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want to defend me. He doesn't fucking know who you are. Oh, that's Mr. Larice. I'm sorry, who did you say it was? Larice Dunim. He is Mystique Elise's apprentice, I think. Alright, now who exactly is this guy? He's a very sincere, hard-working person. Did I say something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Excuse me, I was temporarily at a loss for words. Take a trip, come home, be thrust suddenly into Bizarro World. Fuck. What to know about me? There's not much to tell, I'm afraid. Just let me get one thing straight. You were raised at Hazakura Temple, correct? And yet, somehow, you seem to know right. So you two must have crossed paths somewhere. No, Mr. Edgeworth. Whomever it was. Couldn't have been me. What is that supposed to mean? Huh. Alright. We've done all that before. Yeah, you ended up being frightened. Oh no, Psyche locks. Just gonna gloss over a woman being stuck in a temple? Yeah, apparently. Well, that's not material to the murder, of course. How could it be? It's just a thing. Lisa's photo and profile will say the same thing. That's just a lie. Again, sounds like a lie. Well, I mean, yeah, like, there's something up with that, bit of her story. So there's nothing, yeah, Psycho locks, sure. Any idea? Yep. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Oh, it was just going to dump me here. No. Honestly, when it faded to black, I thought I was going to have to do a thing, but... Ooh, we got new music. Ooh, Jesus. Sure it's cold, alright. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Oh, wow! It's you, Miss Edgeworth! Oh, Gumshoe. No. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year? Or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch! There's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Miss Edgeworth. Let me guess. You were transferred by HR to the local precinct? Wise decision. Vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come out all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe. It's impossible to get rid of. Also inspect stuff. I know. I get it. A friend just asked me to get some KOF matches in. I'm gonna hit him up before he has to go to bed. I'll be back for your second stream if that's still your plan. Oh, yeah, fingers crossed. You get finding dialogue with Iris in the detention center. Oh, you mean, okay, fair enough. Yeah, again, like, I appreciate, like, making sure I don't miss out on stuff, but, like, again, I'm trying to be clear that, like, I don't really want too much direction unless I need it. Like, that's what... Has Moobot said the thing? Yeah, it has. Like, yeah, like, it's getting kind of constant, Greg, and I really don't appreciate it. So yeah, if you can back off just a little bit, like, I appreciate that. Well, I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Diff Gumshoe, reporting for duty. I'm gonna stop. I appreciate that. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell ya. Prosecutor Godot. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting, because Edgeworth should know. Or should... yeah. I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple as the simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here? This freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to it yourself if you want the details, sir. May have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. So this is a bridge that Wright fell through. Yep, can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross is how it goes, right? That sounds fun. Or was that Leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. We can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no, her again? Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, so... Will she be alright in this cold? So how did this bridge burn down anyway? I'm almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Regional weather report for the night of the crime. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Let's have a look at that. Eagle Mountain weather data for February 7th. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snow 7 to approximately 10:50, lightning 10 to 11. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Okay, yeah, that is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. Even as the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, that? We got that information from the witness's testimony. Oh. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge. Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. So who is this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good. He's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh. Yeah, seems to have some kind of grudge. And what would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something? None of this is making any sense. I better look into this Godot myself. We actually have a thing on him now? Prosecutor for this case. He apparently holds some sort of grudge against Wright. I never actually thought about why that would be. Okay, so timeline of events. Diego is a defense attorney who's coaching Mia. They have a relationship. Diego is poisoned by Dahlia. Diego disappears. Now, Phoenix's involvement is not directly tied to anything we've seen Diego in. Mia first meets Phoenix in the second case against Dahlia, which is after Diego's been poisoned. And I don't see why he'd hold a grudge then. Unless it's got something to do with, like, the first games events where Mia dies, but... yeah, I don't know. Is there anything I want to show? Oh, I have to show this to Gumshoe. Huh? What's that thing doing on your lapel, Miss Edgeworth? Is it really that odd? You bet it is, sir. Prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge. It's like a detective with a license to kill. Does this little thing hold that ominous of a meaning? I mean... anything else worth showing him? Probably not, honestly. Let's have a look. So this is a bridge Wright tried to cross. Pretty reckless, if you ask me. I mean, Macy survived the fall from up there. Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Now I see how he manages to win his cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better. Rude. There's a little shack down that way called Heavenly Hall. A shack. It's like a rundown doghouse for losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace. Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. I call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. It's not such a great name, if you ask me. Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir. Get what you asked for, I guess. Looks like a pretty good distance to that far cliff. Yeah, it's got to be around 100 yards or so. Detective, that's not even close to 100 yards. Well, gotta admit, I'm not very good at judging distances. It's about 20 yards or so. Impossible to cross without a bridge, it seems. Some letters are wildly engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Dusky Bridge. Certainly is an appropriate name. You need to get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That sign says Dusty Bridge. That sign says Dusty Bridge. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. You're the one who needs glasses, detective. Try reading it one more time. Ah, you're right. It's Dusky Bridge after all. I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. Why? Why? Why is that a thing? Hey, it's a public phone. I don't see a lot of these anymore. That's true. Since we've got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? Well, sure. Why not? Oh, darn it. I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir. What's so special about public phones, and why is he so fascinated by them? Oh, you're back, I'm sure. Alright. I think we're pretty much done here? Oh. Shit. She's gone, isn't she? Looks like Iris is being interrogated right now. This place certainly brings back memories. Oh yeah, come to think of it, you got thrown in here once too, didn't you, sir? But you know what? I've never been in jail a single time. I should think it's hard to land in jail when you're so harmless. Yes, well, if you're in jail, you don't have to pay for your own meals, you know? Edgeworth, you wouldn't. You son of a bitch, do not do this to him. Maybe it's as simple as Delilah bad, Phoenix likes Delilah, Phoenix bad. I wouldn't even know if he, like, knew that. And, like, Phoenix... I think Phoenix at least had mixed feelings about Delilah, or Dahlia after that case, so, like... I don't know. Don't get any funny ideas, detective. Well, you gave him the idea. Too late. Already did. In any case, I guess I'll have to come back here later. So is Gumshoe just following me around? Fuck, I did it again. Yo, Edgy! What took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Rice is going to be fine. The case itself isn't anything unusual. I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it. Objection. What's going on here, Miss Edgeworth? That's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and... What kind of lame excuse is that? You call yourself a defense attorney. Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy, I didn't see you for a couple of years, and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It's rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. And I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, the comment has me highly concerned. Could it be the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. If I had a penny for every time he said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Larry, where were you? Where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost. Go back on your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. I hope your plane crashes and you die. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Of course. Ooh, 3. As I suspected. Psycho locks. I'm sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memories are wrecked, dude. I don't like how they've renamed them Psycho Locks. Although I guess, what actually happened was that probably Wright did communicate what it was, and, Edgeworth, mistook what he meant. But Psycho locks? Anyone who lies is a psycho. Yeah, this is bad taste in my mouth, honestly. And I suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains. Say, this just gave me a great idea. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. I've got an idea for a brand new invention. It might even make me rich. An invention? Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. I call it a snow car. So what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride on something like that? Only after you take the first 100,000 test rides. It looks quite old, strong enough to resist the weight of time. That's the Miss Edgeworth I know. You got a real flair for words, sir. I've always appreciated this kind of bold, timeless elegance. That's exactly how I feel too. Take this coat, for example. Like a fine wine, it gets better with age. And even fine wine turns to vinegar and begins to stink at some point. And I suggest you wash that atrocious rag you call a coat, detective. Ouch. Or, you know, psychological mental locks. I don't know. I don't know if I give that much charity to the game, to be honest. It's been, like, passively shitty about a lot of things previously, so... Yeah. Like, I'm not saying, oh, Jesus Christ, it's the worst thing in the world. I'm just like, that was probably not a good thing to name them, in hindsight. Must be the main hole back there. Brilliant deduction, sir. Are you trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe? A brilliant use of suspense to build the tension, sir. According to Wright, the head nun has some important information. Can't miss the opportunity to speak with her. Yeah, I guess we'll move on, because I don't really have any evidence to suggest what Larry was doing, so... Also, hey Ryuzaki, how's it going? Hey, hello there. So, how are you feeling? All right, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? My name is... Miles Edgeworth. My. Handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If the circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Oh, please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you've found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Whoa. All the women love Edgeworth. So when can I expect you to play Professor Layton so you can do the Wright versus Layton games? I have a list of fucking games I already want to play, so not for a while, Ryuzaki. Miss Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. Ugh. My stomach is already growling in protest. I spy a piece of paper. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. Excuse me? More Enza cushions in the corner of the room. Is that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Miss Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah! What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra-important clue. A super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself, then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Found in the main hall. Maybe she dropped it? Nice going there, Miss Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor. A super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Edgeworth, that's rude. To Iris of Hazakura Temple. Salutation here. There is something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. But Layton, the puzzle series that never fails to make me feel like a dumbass. Well, I got news. Well, I have a puzzle game that's gonna make me look like a dumbass, and that is one I need to get back to at some point. So, don't worry, you'll get some of that. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. And approximately what time was that? I suppose at about 9 o'clock when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. So why was she here? Why is she here? She can't have been in the inner temple when the big bridge burned down then. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. You get the chills pretty easily, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, that was a break. My turn. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone? Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. So she's alone. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So this head nun actually see... So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I better try to get some more details. Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11. Ah, no, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. He must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom. And I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed. And then I passed out. Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Unnatural? The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple? Her name is Maya Fey. Treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course... Special course? It's a training session. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh. I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know what that small girl... I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister. Maya has a little sister. Oh, you mean Little Pearl. That's Mia Faye's cousin. Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup. I haven't seen her at all since last night. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. The little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. Okay, that's a bad. Wow, this is all sorts of bad. Holy fuck, this is awful. Oh, courtyard. Jesus. Please don't tell me that Pearl saw the murder. Well, Pearls was missing before that, though. So we don't really know where she was at the time. It's an altar with a giant Magatama enshrined on it. Oh, lots of candles lined up on it too. You know, I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while. Maybe you should blow out these candles over there to make up for that. Mr. Edgeworth, do you mind singing happy birthday to me? Stop that! Cut that out! Please don't blow out the altar candles. It's just standing there talking about... Fuck. That's still bad. It is still bad. I'm just... Terrible, even. I think Shortcut's a strong presence over the whole room. This is the Lesser Magatama. It's a precious heirloom containing a great many souls. Huh? This is lesser? What is the greater one like? The greater Magatama is displayed in the main room of Fey Manor. It was supposed to be shown at the Treasures of Kurain exhibit, but it was so large that they couldn't bring it through the doors. I guess that makes sense. There's flowing scripts written everywhere on the walls. Man, I bet you'd have awful nightmares if you tried to sleep in here. This is our main hall, so it's protected by a variety of magic spells and charms. They're all designed to prevent evil forces from entering. So if I slipped here, the Uggy Wuggy Boogie Man wouldn't hunt me down for eternity, alright? Does this guy think about anything other than eating and sleeping? Oh, it's a warmed cat box. That's where all the... But where are all the cats? It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room. Oh, look at these ancient straw frisbees. Those are a type of zabuton cushions called Enza. Why are you giving me such a hard time? Huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Why? Because learning something new might actually be a good thing for you, Detective. Alright, I guess we'll move to the crime scene then. Where's the body? Oh, well, I guess it's been... Yeah. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. I guess that answers my question. Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. I've got to make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, Detective. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years? A lot, as it turns out. Alright. Investigation. I love the Edgeworth gumshoe dynamic. It is a very good change up from Phoenix and Maya. What's this? Looks like a wizard's staff. That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Dunim. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes. What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. Truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it. That's what you wanted to tell me. That's it. The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. Carried by Elise Dunim when she was alive. Has her fingerprints on it. Missing the amethyst, interestingly. Oh, I can look at this. It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How did you know? Oh, poor Gumshoe. So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. That is not the same statue that was in the basement in Andrews' exhibit, is it? I'm pretty sure it's different. Because I was going to say, I don't think the Shichishito is meant to be pointing down. Gumshoe lore, let's go. Yes, he wanted to be a wizard. Very important information. It sure is. It's also Shichishito, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is a victim's blood. Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the Shichishito too. Fingerprints. Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. The fingerprints are on the murder weapon? What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for right? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. The apparent murder weapon has the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it. It is the same statue. They said they borrowed it from a small temple in the mountains. Oh, okay. Then yeah, that's definitely not how that's meant to be pointed. I don't know how relevant that is to anything, but the main gate must be just over that stone wall. Ah, stone walls. I've jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words. Ah, I just love skiing. Really? You don't, seem like the type. Well, what about sleds? Sleds? Nah, they're a little too kiddie, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image. What's with the silence, Mr. Edgeworth? Is the world starting to go mad? That is not as many things to look at as I thought there would be. I suppose I probably still need to talk to Gumshoe, so... The victim is a famous picture book author, Mrs. Elise Dunim. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 PM on February 7th. The cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. Bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. Two-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Elise Dunim was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword. Time, 10 to 11 PM. Cause, loss of blood from stab in back. Body fell 10 feet up after death. After death? Okay. So then... Right, so then what Bikini saw, had to be after she was stabbed. Because if she fell after death, then... Now then, Detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they'd finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. At 10 PM, after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. That's not true. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini yourself in the main hall. In a temple, huh? Some more information about that place. What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burnt down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing. The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. So the only thing there is the inner temple. Well, here it's not kind of a... It's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but... nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold, he won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I'd be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why. But I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. No, that's not going to be a problem in the slightest. Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you defending someone? Because I'm a defense attorney. Oh. Alright then. That's how it's going to go down. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone at the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Miss Edgeworth, that's kind of fucked up. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. How the fuck did you manage that, Edgeworth? Can I show you the map? Oh, about this here. Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl. It's good. It's good. Yeah, slimy bastard. Like, yeah, sure, he's defending someone who's probably innocent, but the fact that he could fill the courtroom with people he wants is... It's not good. I guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Miss Edgeworth? Yeah, I guess she does. This. No. This? You know anything about this old, crumpled up letter? Is that addressed to Iris? Yep, it clearly says to Iris on it. can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. Ah, so Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. Murder weapon. No. Maybe the hood? Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already. No, I can't. I was just... Oh, it's like it was just made for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, Detective? It looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of divine retribution? Edgeworth is wearing it now. Magazine? About this picture. Oh, well, look at that. I look pretty S to the XE, don't you think? Yeah, absolutely. Up until recently, we've avoided exposure in such magazines. But this time we had our reasons. Is that so? For example... Well, why deny the world the sight of such a lovely face? Oh. Well. About this here... Oh, fucking... Yeah, okay. I think I'm pretty much done here. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with the number of psycho locks. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. There she is. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that I... Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes. Thank you. Camera is glaring at me. If something glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Edgeworth, what... is something bothering you? Oh, excuse me. Edgeworth, what the fuck are you... God is glaring at me. Someone glares at you, it's only... Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh. What the fuck, Edgeworth? Jesus. He's just doing his job. Christ. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hasakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Alistu Nim with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Miss Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. Wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycho locks. It's just wrong on multiple levels. The DS version had a bit more colourful dialogue. Colourful? Really? I guess we can try pushing this. Pressing this. See how that goes.
Take that!
Since I've been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? I would guess the weather?
Take that!
God damn it. You're wrong. Huh? Why is your voice trembling like that? It's just that your eyes are scaring me. Blast. I must be trying too hard to bluff. Please excuse me. I'm still not used to the role I've been assigned. No, I should apologize. I'm sorry for being such a scaredy cat. Anyway, I'm still determined to find the answers to this mystery. What was she scared of? Receive before the lights out bell. Crime. I don't actually know. Should I know? I'm telling you, I really was in my room all last night. If that's the case, then this question is, what were you so afraid of? She asked him about PTSD or something, but I might just be hallucinating. Whoa. Okay. Looks like I still don't have enough information. I need to investigate further and gather some more evidence. I'm pretty sure we've done everything. She was scared of Larry, obviously. I honestly did think that for a minute, but I don't really have much of a... I don't really have much of a inkling on that. Well, I don't have, much reasoning for it anyway. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Present the new things, I guess. Is that the murder weapon? Yes, it is. Have you ever seen it before? Yes. Mr. Gamey was holding it in the courtyard. And apparently the head nun witnessed the whole sad affair. She saw you stabbing Miss Elise du Nim with, this... Miss Elise du Nim with this very sword last night. I'm sorry, I don't leave the temple grounds very often in the outside world. Oh. This letter. It appears to be... Oh, of course, she was fucking scared of this. Yeah, right. This letter. It appears to be addressed to you. I think it's someone's idea of a joke, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I threw it away. She's not giving me a straight answer for some reason. I have to find someone else who can give me more information about this. What does this say again? I guess I can give that a shot. I'll take the hit on that first one.
Take that!
Like, I feel like it's pretty reasonable to assume that she was probably a bit worried about it, but I don't know if that's what made her scared explicitly.
Take that!
Oh no, yep. I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. That's... Well, Iris. Why? Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Ah! Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But,
Mr. Edgeworth,
yes?
I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me.
A prank?
Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief.
I wonder about that.
Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her.
No, you may not be hiding anything you may not have to hide, have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there is one person you didn't want your secret to be told to. Now,
Take that!
Phoenix. Phoenix, right. You mean something to write, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say?
I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his.
There we go. Alright, what's up?
After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it.
What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions?
It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge.
A small shack, huh?
It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near.
Where is it on this map? Ah,
It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. I already knew that. The fucking sign points there, Edgeworth. Come on. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall...
Send help, getting bodied in the new Binding of Isaac DLC. Suffer.
I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it.
So this is a secret that you locked away in your heart.
Yes.
So I may have to visit this heavenly hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mysterious blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Rang lights out bell at 10 PM and was then in her room until the murder was discovered. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret.
But it's pointless.
Why would you say that?
Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am.
I guess that's all I'm gonna get from her for now. Oh, Larry, what are you doing, my boy? What are you doing? Sorry, throwing garbage at that. It's actually hard now. Whoa. Not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. It'll be Larry. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Now, whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chase one of them to Japan. Next it's going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh. Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that. What did he do, I wonder?
Hey, you! About what you just said, I got an objection. What the? Edgy, you dirty rat.
Gumshoe, you oaf.
I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. In a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. He truly is a Phoenix fanboy. Edgeworth is canonically shipping Iris and Wright. That is not how I would interpret that. That's very clearly like, you two have unfinished business, and I'm going to make sure that you two can move on from this. Larry, you absolute waste of space. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? What is this little shack, anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's, artistic. I also like how they've managed to just take the original sprite where he's got his, thumb up, and instead he's doing that, like, painterly thing with his paintbrush. Oh, that's so good. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure, no one's likely to show up and disturb you here. So, can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You gotta save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute. Watch your mouth. Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. You already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet, but I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. I really want to know the answer to that. I'm gonna have to drag him out onto the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. It's because he's not a ladies' man, Larry. Okay, chill out. Chill out with those scary eyes, I got it. Yeah, if you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized? I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him. Alright, we'll give this a shot. I have my beliefs. I want it to be true. So from what I understand, the creator or writer of this series was actually talking about how there are a lot of people who interpret Phoenix and Edgeworth to be Wright and Edgeworth to be like romantically interested in each other, and they basically said that, yeah, I didn't realize that when I was writing it, but I completely get it. So like, my internet is failing me, help. I'm not gonna say suffer to that because I know how that feels and that sucks. So I hope it gets better. I don't have transcoding options right now, do I? Wait, do I even get those if I'm not a partner? Or if I'm not an, not partner, fucking affiliate, that's the one. I actually don't remember if you get that or not, or if it's only... Because I know with affiliate you get, like, it's, whenever it's available, and I think on a priority, but partners always get it. I can't actually remember which is which for, or what it's like with non-affiliate.
Take that!
Alright, Larry. Let's see what you got. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Dusky Bridge was was burning down. Dusky Bridge caught on fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There's still 3 Psycho Walks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? Where, you say? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else could I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. Problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen the lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room.
Take that!
This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from there. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then, where were you? You don't know that I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry and why was he there? If I read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed the lightning strike Dusky Bridge was was here.
Take that!
The place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any time. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Oh! Uh-oh. In other words, you've just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor. I think you mean a fair decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no. You really are one scary guy, you know. I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Oh, Jesus Christ, I moved right past it. There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. Do you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? Larry, I need you to turn around, like, right now. Got something to prove I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Did he fucking send the letter?
We did note that it, like, reads like a blackmail letter, but yeah. Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
Oh, hey, give that back. You're embarrassing me. Larry, what the fuck, man? God. What are you doing with that anyway?
That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry.
What do you mean?
Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh.
First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here.
Well, that's what it said in the book, Letter Writing for Dummies.
You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write Dear Iris.
Wow, I'm so sorry. God.
So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? You saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you?
Sorry, Edgy.
Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. Oh. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal.
What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her?
Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact.
Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love?
What did you just say?
My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow in this mountain.
Oh. Then, what is this secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it?
I'm talking about the secret love between her.
Obviously, she wouldn't want old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright. Then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope?
Give me a break. It's not my fault. I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh. Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me the scary look again.
What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it. That's what all those huge locks were about. I don't understand why you were so defensive.
Well, I don't know either.
I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me.
Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down.
But Miss Edgeworth,
this guy is still hiding something. I know it.
What do you mean, detective?
Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago.
If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry.
What?
You look at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible you saw that night, last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another.
I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge.
Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true.
What doesn't?
If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning.
What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing?
If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal.
Oh my god, we've got another one. God, Larry! Fuck! No!
What's wrong, sir?
Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm the next to be hit by a lightning bolt? By a bolt of lightning?
I've just about had it with this Harlequin. I really want to drag the truth out of him. Just have to drag him to the witness stand. Fuck, okay. I'm guessing this is trial now? Yes. It is getting into the afternoon. And the trials tend to take a little bit longer than investigations for me. I don't know if I should like stop here or would call Larry stupid, but that would be an undeserved insult to stupid people. I mean, there are a lot of people who aren't bright who would not have the who would yeah. Shit. Do I I don't really know how much longer I'm going to be going for, and I've still got stuff I want to do today. I was kind of tossing up whether or not to do a 14 stream. It's at least 2 hours. If the next part is 2 hours, then I'm calling it. I'm not going to do that. Maybe more. Like, the whole trial or the first part of the trial, you mean? But even then, like, an hour and a half's probably not going to be good, because it's, like, already 4 o'clock. So, yeah, maybe I'll call it for tonight, or for today. Ow. And I can get through, like, the whole of the trial tomorrow. That would probably be nice. Yeah, you know what? I'll leave it there. That's a pretty good stopping point, honestly. Yeah, Jesus, a lot is happening, and a lot is very not clear. And also, we're Edgeworth now, which is really interesting. I'm actually really curious what's going to happen during this trial. It's a long one? Okay, well, I'll do that tomorrow then. That's no problem. So yeah, I'm going to continue this tomorrow around the same time. I'm kind of 50-50 about playing some 14 tonight. Like, I could just do more job stuff. I've been meaning to do more Bozja too for the resistance weapons. We'll see how I feel. I've still got, like, exercising to do and some other things to do before the day's out, so I also got to eat at some point as well. Yeah. That'll be 50-50. Yeah, just there'll be a notification if I stream again, so that should be fine. But yeah, tomorrow gonna do more of this, and then during the week, there's gonna be the 14 patch, so I'm probably gonna do like one stream of Persona and then stream a fair bit of 14. And next weekend, I'm gonna be doing a Path of Exile League start, which means getting up early in the morning and streaming for like 9 hours, so that'll be fun. Yeah, you have a good one too, Greg. Thanks for hanging around. I really appreciate it. Sorry about my enthusiasm. No, I understand. It can be really tough to like hold back on stuff like that, but to be fair too, like I will very quickly put my foot down on stuff like that because I want to go into this as blind as possible unless I specifically need direction, because I can always word it in a way where it's not gonna really affect everything else. But if people just start giving me advice like right from the get-go, then I can easily get spoiled or anything like that. I can't write nonsense. You can write. You're perfectly fine. But yeah, that's the plan for the next week or so. Yeah, and maybe some 14 tonight. Who knows? But yeah, thank you very much for watching live on the VODs. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I hope to see you all next time. Words.